Well, it's the final day on set for All's Fair, and Kim is finishing her final scene with Teyana Taylor, and she's also simultaneously still studying. There's a lot of things happening.
This is my last scene of All's Fair, and I'm really soaking this moment in because there is never going to be a wrap of the first show that I'm #1 on the call sheet for ever again in my life.
But the team and the support and the cast and the love that Kim has gotten has just been like through the roof and unheard of.
We've appreciated everything that you have given to us. You are an inspiration, and we salute you and rap you out as Kim.
One, I love this scene because the director coming in and basically proposing to Kim. So I was like, oh, here we go. Kim's in the All's Fair spirit. She wants to get married. Maybe she'll have to divorce this man. But definitely seeing her give her speech and seeing just how the crew was really proud to be on the show with Kim. Like, I think this was such a moment for Kim, and I'm glad that she was able to really soak it all in.
This is like a journey I never thought I would be on in my wildest dreams. It's been amazing getting to know each and every one of you.
But I will point out, Kim, hello, the fact that she's even in a confessional sitting there like questioning if the show is going to be a success or not.
It is not guaranteed that it's going to be a hit. So you put your heart and soul and your time into something, and it's like, what if it doesn't hit? Then like, what was this for?
Honey, you're Kim Kardashian. It's the #1 show on Hulu. Like, what's going on, Kim? She needs to have a little bit more faith in herself. Don't you even bring up the reviews.
She's let some of the critics down.
What did they say?
They're not happy. So I'm just hoping that this season.
Well, you haven't even watched episodes 2 and 3. So
I saw episode 1 and I read their reviews.
But what were your reviews? It doesn't matter about them.
Oh, well, I've told you. I was just like, I feel like Kim's acting was superb in American Horror Story. I'm ready for it to pick up in All's Fair. So we'll see.
There's definitely a judging meter on like, you can act or you are a bad actress.
When it comes to reality TV, there isn't really a scale to tell what is a good reality TV star and how well you're doing.
Being on a reality show, you're just living your life the only way that you know how. There's not a meter of like, we're living a reality TV life well or not well.
But I'm like, when it comes to the Kardashians, they are the meter. Like, they set the meter. They are the ones that set the tone of like what a good reality TV star is.
What happened to the days when your stepdad turns into a woman? That was TV gold.
Kim is also having a conversation and informing us of who some of reality TV's worst producers are.
Kourtney Kardashian and Kris Jenner, they tried to take out the fighting scene from Dolce. She's mad that I'm doing the Dolce thing.
You came to my wedding. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't.
My mom wanted our physical fight out years ago.
You don't stop.
Ever!
Kourtney!
And Kourtney wanted the whole Dolce thing out.
Kourtney and Kris wanted to take out some of the most iconic scenes, and Kim is like, no, I need y'all to know that like, I was a part of like fighting to make sure you're seeing quality television, whether it's putting my family in maybe not so the best light ever. That was me. And so she's a part of iconic stuff as she wraps up All's Fair.
Well, I love too that moment because Kim was really good at being like, take yourself out of the situation and put yourself in the viewer sitting at home. What would they want to see?
They can't watch themselves from a distance and like see what's like, oh, I think the viewer would like that.
And it's the drama, it's the chaos. So I love that Kim kind of brought that in, and I think seeing Kris as the executive producer kind of yelling at the earlier scenes to now this, it's like, okay, if the Kardashians is, everyone always complains it's not like keeping up, at least we're getting inside scoop and kind of more of a reality TV production side.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I love that Kim, obviously, any chance she gets, throw shade to Kourtney.
But Kim is also having a very reflective moment too, because it's the last moments, it's the last day of filming All's Fair, and she's thinking about like, will I still be BFF with this really amazing cast?
Are you gonna be friends with Sarah outside of this?
I think so.
In that moment, she calls her new BFF Sarah Paulson, who gives the wildest theory of where Kim is in her life.
I think your thing of having been on camera for so long, there was a sense of being watched and being hyper aware of what you were doing all the time, that you had to be mindful of like how open you were, how much you let things affect you.
Sarah pointed out with, of course, the husband. Kim thought that was a little giggle with the marriage.
As things have like increased and the fame has gotten more and then the marriage, I think those kinds of things.
Kim said, they see it all. Like there's no curating, there's no censoring, there's no hiding these big deals. Like Kim is on set, she's in her trailer, she's filming, her cast members are gonna see everything.
When one of my kids is having a hard night or stuff in the media, if things are crazy, they see how I cope and how I deal with everything.
Sarah is pointing out the walls that Kim has probably put up to protect her, when in fact that she's always just naming it as like, I'm fine.
You know, I guess my answer is always like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Like, what? I'm fine.
But like that is a defense mechanism because you're used to being in the light all of your life. And so when these wild things happen, you internalize it, you know, push it down to be like, I'm fine, but like, how am I gonna get through this crisis? There's a lot of crisis management happening in the Kardashian family household. But she's probably more desensitized than she would even know.
Everybody out in the media has an opinion about your life. It can be hard.
I don't really get affected by it though. Like it's like been my life for so long.
Perfection, like is Kim's big mantra of like, I need to look perfect, be perfect, like show up, do my job.
Yeah.
But I definitely think Sarah wanting Kim to find her true love.
I'm actually wanting more for you of like, whatever the great romance of your life is, for that to be able to bloom.
I love how this show is about divorces. It's about love. And here Kim is in a point where she's kind of pulling a Chloe and she's okay with being single.
I would say like you get really comfortable the longer you're single. You get really comfortable being single.
Can you imagine someone just coming in and turning off your favorite show that you have been watching by yourself for 2 or so years, and you're just like, no, but I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Because you get so set in your ways, but it's okay to just, you know, close down a little bit and focus on just the things that I want in life.
But she's a hopeless romantic.
She is.
I'm like the biggest hopeless romantic. And like when the right person comes along, like I'll be so ready.